Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
You can also use Word to create mail merge directories. This is very much the same as creating form letters with a normal mail merge. In this case, however, you'll probably use maybe a products database as your data source, or if you were going to use maybe customer information, you might limit the fields that you would use, such as maybe just the first name, last name, and then phone number. Because in directories, the merged information repeats multiple times per page, as opposed to once per page like in a form letter. So you simply need to create a directory merge area and place the merge fields into that directory document. So for example, let's say you're setting up a directory to list your products in your products database. You might type in a label like product name, and then next to it insert the fields that hold the product's name. You could then list some attributes of the product like quantity per unit or cost per unit and others. Now after the information's been entered, you'll usually want to type in a carriage return or two to space out the first information set from the second, as they do repeat multiple times per page. Now to start a mail merge in 2003 or XP, choose Tools, Letters and Mailings, and choose Mail Merge or Mail Merge Wizard from the menu bar. That launches the Mail Merge Wizard in the task pane, which are 6 separate steps that you step through, answering questions posed to you in each pane, and then clicking Next at the bottom of the task pane to go to the next step. Now the Mail Merge Wizard will first ask what type of document you're working on, and so you need to choose the option button or circle that corresponds to the type of document you're trying to create. So in this lesson we're going to choose Directory to create a directory as our choice. Once you've done that, click the next hyperlink at the bottom of the task pane to move to the next step. Next it'll ask you how do you want to set up your directory. You can use the current document, start from a template, in which case you'd need to select a template from down below, or start from an existing document where you can then choose More Files and click Open to go find the document you'd like to use as your template. So here we're just going to use our current document and then click Next to move to the next step. You then have to select a data source for your directory in the third panel of the Mail Merge Wizard. So if you already have a list that you wish to use for the directory, you can choose Use an Existing List. You could also select from an Outlook Contacts folder, or you can create a new data source right here. Let's choose Use an Existing List and click Browse. Let's say that we wanted to use an Access database as our data source. Well, first we'd need to find where it's located on our computer and choose the one we'd want to use, and then click Open. Because a single access database might have multiple tables, the Select Table dialog box appears asking us to pick a table that we would like to use. So here we're going to choose Products and then click OK. That will then bring up the Mail Merge Recipients dialog box in the next dialog box that appears. Here we can filter or sort the data source information, which we'll look at in a later lesson. For now, just click OK, and then click the Next link at the bottom of the task pane. Now that you've defined a data source, you just need to create the directory layout. So click into the area of the page where you want to insert information and type in your information. To insert a field from your data source, click More Items in the Mail Merge pane and pick the field you'd like to insert, and then click Insert, and then click Close to close it out. And then repeat that for any other information you'd like to put in. More items. Let's say we're going to put in the price next. And then let's say we also want to put in quantity. So we click More Items, and then just put in the amount. And close it. And once again, apply any formatting you'd like. And if needed, give yourself a couple of extra carriage returns. You can format it however you'd like it to appear. At that point, once you'd finished setting up the actual directory, click Next to preview your directory. So here we can see how it would look. And when you're ready, click Next to move to the next step. It's ready to produce your directory, so at the very last step you have to click the To New Document link in the Merge section. Let's go ahead and merge all the records and click OK to see how that would look. So here's our directory now. And you can see that it repeats it multiple times on each page. If needed, you can go in and insert little page breaks to make sure all the information goes to the correct place and that you're not having split records. And when you're ready to print the new document, you could simply click the Print button to print out the directory, then close it. You don't need to save the output, but you would probably want to save the actual merge document.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.